Hey everyone, welcome to the Shima Flow Yoga Kitchen. I'm Jody, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious plant-based or vegan pesto. And this pesto is going to have all the delicious flavor of regular pesto without the dairy, which is usually Parmesan cheese. Okay, so we've got 6 ingredients. We're going to have fresh garlic. Today I'm going to use pine nuts, but you can use really any type of nut you want to. I have some fresh basil. Again, you can use arugula or spinach when you make this, some sea salt, nutritional yeast, and olive oil. It's super simple to make, and of course, a food processor. This is how we're going to blend everything together. So the first thing I want to show you guys is with the garlic. I have 4 garlic cloves, but I want to show you how easy it is to take the skin off garlic. So all you have to do is get the garlic, place it on its side. You could really do this with your hand, although that might be a little bit hard on the hand, but you could always do it if you wanted to. But you're going to take the side of the knife, place it on top, and just give it a whack, and then that's just going to take the skin right off. You just peel that off, cut off any type of the ends there where it's a little harder, and then you're done. So I'm just going to roughly chop this garlic. Really rough. So I have 4 cloves here. And that's going to be pretty garlicky. So if you like less garlic, do 3 cloves, even 2. If you like more, I would do 5 cloves. And literally, we're going to stick pretty much everything in here besides the olive oil, and then we're going to blend it all together. So I've got 4 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped, peeled and roughly chopped, and fresh. Fresh is key. 3/4 cup of pine nuts. I've used pecans, I've used walnuts. I love to change it up. You can even use almonds if you want to. I have 2 ounces of fresh basil. This is actually from my garden, and I don't actually have a garden. I have a pot on my balcony where I grow my basil. So that's what that's from, trimmed and washed. And you can use arugula, you can use spinach, so you can kind of blend it up. I bet you can even use kale. I've never used kale, but I think a kale pesto would be good. I'm going to use about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can always add more later if you need more. So I'm just going to use about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put that in there. And then 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I always get mine at Trader Joe's because it comes with this nice package. There's a lot in here, and it's a really good price point. So nutritional yeast from Trader Joe's, or you can really get it anywhere these days, and it's 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and this is what gives it that cheesy flavor. Plus, what's really good is if you are plant-based, nutritional yeast is high in B12, which if you eat plant-based, if you're vegan, you can't get that in your diet, so it's a good supplement here. And then I'm going to wait to do the olive oil. So I've got everything in here. I'm going to put on the food processor. This might make a little bit of noise. And I'm going to process this. Okay, just until it kind of comes into like a fine crumb. Okay, so that's all about that you need to do. And you actually don't even have to process it before you add the olive oil. That's just a habit that I have. And then we're going to add the olive oil, but we're going to add the olive oil while it's running. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on, and we're going to do 7 tablespoons. Now, you might need a little less, so just keep your eye on the texture as you're putting it in. So I'm going to turn it on. My food processor is kind of beat up because I use it so much, so I have to hold down the top sometimes. So I'm going to use my eye. Okay, let's check the texture here. Also, it might start to gather up on the sides, so you're just going to push down any excess on the side so that you get as much of the flavor in there as possible. I'm going to give it one more little spin here. Okay, the texture looks good. Delicious. That is perfect. So I'm just going to take this out here. Be careful with your food processor. The blade is very sharp. I've got a bowl. Look at how beautiful green. It smells amazing. You can really smell the garlic here. So once again, if you like a little more garlic, put a little bit more. If you like a little less, put a little bit less. I hope you can see how beautiful this is. You can toss it in hot pasta. You can put it as a base on pizza. You can just get some French bread, put a little slice, fresh tomato. If you eat cheese, maybe some fresh mozzarella, drizzle with olive oil. Possibilities are endless. You put this in the fridge, but if you feel that maybe you're going to use little bits at a time, put it in little small Tupperwares and freeze it. And you can pull it out of the freezer and use it anytime you need to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this a try. Let me know how it works for you below in the comments. And stay tuned. I'm hoping to bring you some more delicious plant-based meals and tips in the kitchen. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time.